Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump wanted Hope Hicks to stop the daily newspapers from being delivered to his residence at Trump Tower in 2016 in the aftermath of the Karen McDougal story because he was concerned about how his wife, Melania Trump, would view it. Hicks testified in the former president's hush money trial in New York City. The prosecution called the former Trump advisor to the stand on Friday, rousing the courtroom as they announced she'd be the next witness. Hicks was one of Donald Trump's closest advisors, having served as the press secretary for his 2016 campaign and later as the communications director for the Trump White House. Trump is facing 34 felony counts of falsifying business records in relation to the hush money payment to adult film actor Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 election. Trump has pleaded not guilty to all charges and denied Daniels' allegations that the two had a sexual encounter. Less than a month before the election, the Wall Street Journal published a story about how the National Enquirer bought the rights to McDougal's story as part of a catch-and-kill scheme. McDougal, a former Playboy model, has alleged that she had a year-long affair with Trump. Hicks testified that the allegations from McDougal and Daniels were absolutely very personal to Trump. "I don't think he wanted anyone in his family to be hurt or embarrassed by what's happening on the campaign," she said. "He wanted them to be proud of him." Hicks' comments touched on the elusive nature of the former First Lady, who rarely makes public appearances and has not attended the trial in Manhattan. So far, the only member of the Trump family to have appeared at the courthouse has been his second eldest son, Eric. "President Trump really values Mrs. Trump's opinion and she doesn't weigh in all the time, but when she does, it's really meaningful to him," Hicks said during cross-examination. "He really respects what she has to say. I think he was just concerned about what her perception of this would be. I know that was weighing on him." Hicks told the court that she's had the opportunity to get to know the various members of the Trump family. She recalled that she was introduced to Ivanka Trump, Donald's eldest daughter, when she was doing public relations work right out of college. After helping Ivanka with her personal brand, she began working with the Trump family on their various hospitality initiatives. For years after graduating from college, she was offered a full-time position at the Trump Organization. Shortly after she joined the family business, Trump launched his 2016 presidential bid. Hicks quickly became the press secretary for the campaign, and after Trump was elected, she went to Washington, D.C., to work as the White House Director of Strategic Communications. 6 months into the Trump presidency, and at only 28, she became the youngest ever White House Communications Director. Hicks' testimony was emotional at times. When the defense began its cross-examination, she broke into tears and asked to take a break before Trump's attorneys could ask her more about her time with the Trump Organization. She smiled politely at times, offering flattering commentary about her former boss and reminiscing about the great campaign she worked on. But when it came time to leave the courtroom, she did not look at Trump and kept her eyes on the floor while walking past the defense table. The former president has addressed Melania Trump's absence from his campaign events, saying that she's a private person in a September interview with Meet the Press, noting that she doesn't need to be out there and he prefers to keep her away from the campaign. "It's so nasty and mean," he said.